So, have you got time for another amazing video that I do in real time? So what we're going to do today is we're going to do some soldering on copper pipe, and I'm just wetting a rag here, and I'm going to show you how to use an end feed fitting. So what are the differences between an end feed and what's called a soldering, or here in Yorkshire, Yorkshire fitting? So this is an end feed. As you can see, it's just very plain and boring. And just grab another. If I can find one in here, we should have one in here somewhere. I don't have a lot of end feeds that are Yorkshire fittings. So I used to have a lot of them. Yeah, because they used to be quite cheap. Copper used to be quite cheap. It's not cheap anymore though. I just have a lot of, but I can illustrate this with a different fitting actually. So I do have some reducers and end caps. Anyway, they're end caps. Right, so this is a Yorkshire fitting type. So you can see there it's got a ring around it, and that inside has some pre-installed solder. So when you look at the inside of this one, nothing. So we have to put the solder into that one. Technically speaking, you don't need to add any solder to that, but I usually do. So this is a reducer. So this is 15mm down to 8mm pipe, which is what this is in this house. This is my house. I'll just show you a bit here. So here's a perfect example of a Yorkshire fitting, a soldering fitting. So this is the 8mm that will go on there, and that will just do the same as that there. So there you go, that's the difference. It's already got the solder in, so once it's heated up, the solder will appear from in the edges like that, and she'll seal the joint, whereas an end feed needs to have the solder put in. So we're going to do that now. I'm going to show you how I do it anyway. So keep watching the video, guys, because this is going to be amazing. You're going to love this. It's fascinating to watch. So we're going to start off by cleaning the pipework. I have one of these. Give it a few turns. See how nice and bright that is now. Brilliant. You can also do the insides as well. Deburr it if you need to. Just stops a load of crap going in there. Now there are other products you can use. I do have some of this. It's like an emery paper, so you just cut a bit of strip off there and you can just whiz it round. I do have a drill bit attachment as well for doing it. I don't know where it's gone though, so I won't be using that today. It's probably hiding somewhere. So yeah, once you've done that, you have a nice clean surface. So we're going to do that with all the ends that we're going to need. We're going to use a T. And I like to use that because it's just a little bit easier. For cleaning pipes up. So, next thing you need to do is some flux. So this is a flux paste, that brand Wacko I think it's called. There's also another brand called Power Flux by Thernox. That's quite good, doesn't matter which you use. So brilliant, innit? So what I like to do is put it into the fitting, give it a twist, do the same with that one, Now I use these little brushes, you buy a pack of them and they're not expensive. Just saves you getting it on your fingers. Really good though to have things like that. Doesn't matter how much flux you get on it, it'll come off eventually. Although some people are probably going to complain about that. Yeah, you can put all that flux on. Well, I'd rather put more on than not enough. So I'm going to use this now as a stand so you can see what I'm doing at least. So you put a bit of weight on that so it stands up. There we go. So top tip for your solder. Grab your solder wire, ravel it out and hook it like that. So you can just tap the joint, and I'm going to do the top one first. You say, why are you doing the top one? Well, I feel like it, that's why. I use this type of torch. So it's turn it down a bit if you want. The nozzle does get hot. So that's very hot. Doesn't get as hot as most blow lamps though. So there's like a 20-second rule for this. And that's this. So you have to count in your head about 20 seconds. You'll start seeing the pipe change colour. Now it's a good idea to start doing the whole of the fitting so that it evens up the heat around the fitting. If you want, come down the other side as well. So once you get to about 20 seconds, you need to start tapping it. There you go, the solder's taken, the solder's running in. There we go. So that's the first one done. I'm going to do that one now. And because I'll just catch it at the top there to get some in. Let it run down. The same at the bottom. Just hook it. To get a better angle. Just hook it like that and push it towards like that, and you'll feel it running in like that. Little button stuck. There we go. Right. So once you've done that, I'll just grab it at the top there. Bit more flux around the joints. This is just going to clean it up. And if you can, just inspect it. This rag's wet, so I'm going to wipe it down now. This will cool it down. I always leave it a few seconds before I do that because I want the solder to take. There you go, give it a nice good clean, and you should end up with something like that. Got a bit of snot there, don't worry too much about that. While the pipe's still hot, all you need to do is basically take your blow lamp off and whack it off like that to get rid of it. It'll just come off, and then when you clean it up it'll be fine. I'm not too concerned about that because you're not going to see this pipe when it's in. But this should give you an idea on how to solder a pipe anyway. So you can clean it up with a bit more of this stuff. Make sure it's nice and shiny if it's on show. So there you go. How to get your solder to snot like that. Brilliant, isn't it? So guys, hope you enjoyed that little tutorial on how to solder a pipe. Takes a bit of practice. When I started doing this, the blow lamps didn't get as hot as they do now, so it does heat the pipe up quite quickly, does that. So like I said, you've got about a 20-second gap. You don't want it to get too hot. If it gets too hot, the solder and the flux will just burnt away, and the solder won't take it. It'll just bounce off, and the pipe will go black. It'll go all sooty, so you won't get anywhere with it, because it's just not going to work. But there you go. I mean, do you like my bit of snot there? It's brilliant, isn't it? I ought to do that as a piece of artwork, actually. Just have some solder snot on it. But you see, that's the downward joint anyway, because I had it like that just to illustrate what I was doing. If I'd have had it like that, you'd have probably ended up with it on that side. But like I said, this pipe is going underneath the floor, so I'm not too concerned about that. If it was onshore, I'd be cleaning that off anyway. It's not a biggie. If you're in the know, you're in the know, you know how to do it. So there you go, guys. So I hope you got something out of this video today. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. It's a big thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel and liked the videos, and all your comments. They're fantastic to hear from people who are watching the channel, and you know, these subscribers really do help us make these videos, because obviously the money that we get from YouTube, it helps us do things. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you got something out of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I will get that bit right in the video soon, don't worry, but my mind is so frozen because it's freezing out there, which is why we're doing this. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in another video soon. Thanks for watching.